Morning folks, back out on the paddle again in sunny Suffolk. I set off at about 5:30 AM. I got here quite early and I'm at Bures. Change of plans. The original plan was to actually drive down to Sudbury and pedal down to Bures, but I am concerned about the car park I was going to park in. So what I did at the last moment, I changed my mind, drove to Bures, and what I'll be doing, I'll be pedalling down to Henny Swamp. As I said, a fair old breeze, and the water levels are incredibly high and flowing all over the place. I can't quite get my bearings at the moment, but take me a few moments. Quite a interesting launch site. The car park is free. It's at the community centre, and you've got about 250 metres, 200 to 250 metre walk down to the canoe platform across the recreation ground. So it took a bit of time setting up. It took me about half hour, 45 minutes with carrying the kayak down. I inflated at the platform, took the pump and power station back, and then started loading in from there. But all good. You know, it's a pleasant morning, so it's no problem doing it. Well, our first portage is at a weir. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. It's either Lamarsh or Lamarsh. One's French, one's English. But yeah, that's upriver a little bit. So yeah, when we get there, we've got a portage. There's several of them en route on this section. I'm just hoping that my leg holds out, but we'll soon find out. Very scenic, very pretty stretch of river. I can still hear road traffic at the moment, but I'm quite sure we'll lose that soon, and we'll get the peace and tranquility of the surrounding countryside and river. Very interesting, beautiful properties to the right of me here, set back off the riverbank. Yeah, it's lovely. Very overgrown on the left and right banks. No getting out here, although there's quite a few makeshift landing stages along here. Some are just planks of wood set out on barrels and things like that. So there is possibilities to get out, although you don't know whether you're on private land or not. And as I said earlier, complete change of plan, so it's thrown me out, because what I do, I tend to do a considerable amount of research on the sections of the river I intend paddling, and last night it was just a little bit of a curveball. Where I had planned on launching from was a car park in Quarry Lane in Sudbury, and I was going to paddle up to Henny Swamp, and if I felt like it, onto Bures. Right at the last moment, I don't know why I even did it. I was just trying to work out whether it was a pay and display, how much it was per hour, opening times, and I couldn't find any record of it, as in a pay and display. And then I came across a site where there was a 1-star sort of review on it, and when I looked, apparently they set up a barrier, and the barrier sort of closes at all different times because lots of people have been using the car park for the railway station. So there was a possibility, there's no times listed, that had I gone there, the barrier would have been down and locked, or I could be in the car park, and while I'm there, the barrier would come down and be locked. So I sort of hummed and hawed about it. I basically gave up. Thought, well, no. So it was literally sort of 11 o'clock last night. I'm thinking, right, what am I going to do? So altered my plans, and here we are. Oh, how pretty. This river is actually something else. That first section I did last week, Cataway down to Flatford Mill. I mean, Flatford Mill to Dedham was still nice, but I'm not too sure the Cataway to Flatford Mill bit can be topped, to be honest. But I don't know. This is pretty special. Quite a few trees down here, as you can see. I'm leaning right over. Let's just hope, well, widow makers. I wouldn't want one of them to fall on me. The height of these reeds on the right hand side here, on the right hand banks, literally, I would say some of them up to 9 foot at least, 9 or 10 foot in the air. Yeah. Seriously tall and thick. A lot of debris, awful lot of debris in this water. I was actually watching a video yesterday afternoon of a chap that, I apologise, I can't remember his name, I'd mentioned him, that was out 3 days ago on this river and on a paddleboard, and it was fairly dangerous. Said the water was very, very deep. It was flowing so fast where he was. I believe he was up in the Nayland area. And yeah, it looked fairly treacherous. It just shows you for September how sort of bad the conditions can get. Literally every twist and turn on this river brings a different view, but so beautiful. It's really, really nice to actually be out on a river that I've never been out on before as well, rather than sort of really turn into my local pond, the River Medway. Be it the Medway's only 20 minutes from my front door, which makes it very attractive. It's a wonderful looking stretch of river that I paddle on the Medway, but just look at this. I absolutely love the look of the tall trees, and on the right it literally looks like a little forest over there. There is a major road by the sound of it to my right there. I can sort of hear traffic going along it now and again, but hey, that's no problem. Some very tight bends, but it keeps it interesting rather than long stretches of straight river. It becomes a little bit like a motorway. You just seem to go tunnel visioned and just stare straight, you know, into infinity. Where this gives you something to sort of concentrate on and look at. Yes, I can see cars, so we're through the trees there, going along by the river. Not a soul out and about again. 10 o'clock in the morning, and I've got the river to myself at the moment. Sun's twinkling, and getting the sun flare from the right hand side through the trees. Well, it's a very special day today, so I've got a gentleman I want to mention on camera on YouTube. It's my youngest son Christopher's birthday today. He was born this day 39 years ago, so happy birthday, son. I hope you have a fantastic day, and don't forget, Daddy loves you. I've just down paddled for a second, and, just gliding along about a mile an hour. Oh, yes, happy I came out. I don't know how many more days we get like this though. We're in autumn now. Hopefully we got a month left. Yes, I hope you're enjoying my River Stour or Stour, whatever way you want to call it, videos. Don't get confused with the River Stour in Kent. Obviously that's a river in the county I live in. There's, I think, 3 or 4 River Stours. One in Dorset, I can't remember where the other one is, so it can get confusing at times. Yeah, this summer's been all about kayaking. I've been out on, before my leg got really bad, I did the whole of the Medway canoe trail up from the furthest upstream to the tidal section at Allington Lock. I got out on the River Stour in Kent, very confusing, there's several River Stours. And more recently I've been getting out on the River Stour in Essex stroke, or Suffolk stroke Essex. So yeah, that gets confusing, doesn't it, all these River Stours. On my videos I do try and give the viewer as much information on the route as I possibly can. I don't know if you've actually noticed that, because when I do my research for paddles, one of the main things I'm looking for is where to actually launch and exit the river. You know, the difficulty, you know, silly things, toilets, all sorts of things like that. So what I try and do, if it's already well documented by others, then it's hardly worth doing too much of a mention. But if there's a lot of vagueness, or, you know, there's a lot of the videos people just sort of end up on the river, going down the river, you don't see them driving in or setting up or launching or exiting. They're on the river and off the river. So yeah, I do try and put in as much information as I can, so that if you, the viewer, wish to get out and enjoy the same routes, then you've got an idea where you're going. You're always welcome to ask any questions about the route or anything like that in the comments below the video. So I'll get back to you. If I know it, I'll write back and let you know. I had my first wobbly moment in this kayak this morning. In the previous day I've said it's basically untippable. I nearly tipped it trying to get in, but being that the water level's so high, it was so far up the canoe platform, that when I put my feet in, because I have to get in putting my left leg in, I can't weight bear on my right leg, and then what I do is I pivot, I swivel and lower myself into the seat, put my hand on the seat and lower myself down. Well, I couldn't lower myself down, I was going on one plane, and even my left leg started to give in. My right leg's useless, and I nearly went in. The boat certainly shot in the air, took on a load of water, but I just managed to scramble out again. So I had to sit there for 20 minutes, calm down before I tried again. But all good, I'm in. This is an interesting little piece of section of the river. You wind round to the left here, then it's really sharp right. It looks really narrow. Look at that hill. Yeah, beautiful. I'll take this quite wide. Sorry, got to cut the corner, I mean. Oh wow, look at this. Reminds me of the Cataway to Flatford section. That's it. Oh, smacked in the face again. I'm getting used to that on this river. Let's just get through this. That's it. Oh, it wasn't too long. Isn't that stunning to the left here? With the willows up on that hill. There's a sign in front on the right hand bank there, the left hand bend, and it's displaying the portage point, so we must be nearly at Lamarsh or Lamarsh. Do my, what's that, portage right, 60 metres, we're ahead, the central chute. We won't be shooting no chutes, not in this. I can see the weir, I can hear the weir. Oh, just struggling to get through this lot. Bear with, paddle's getting snagged up. I've got to raise it in the air. Just cruise through. I do like these narrow sections, they're fun. They make you work a bit, give you something to do. Nearly through. That's it. There's the swans. I think I've seen those 3 earlier. Up where I was putting in, the youngsters came over and hissed at me. Right, where's the portage point? Oh, there it is. It's on the right hand side here. That's very, very pretty.